Hi everyone, welcome to step 4 of our 12 bar blues. Our next section we're going to work on is improvising. So we're going to have a whole run through the 12 bar blues, having a little improvised section, okay? Improvisation, of course, is making it up as you go along. So try not to be too hard on yourself. If you keep to the notes of the C blues scale that we looked at in the last video, and just kind of listen, make sure you're in time and use some interesting rhythms, you'll be absolutely fine. So we're going to have to get ourselves set up for this. The first thing I need you to do, if you haven't already, is find this video on YouTube. Its title is Blues Piano Tutorial Part 4, Starting to Improvise, by a guy called Bill Hilton. You can either click on the link that I'll put up in Teams, or you can search for this guy, Bill Hilton, and scroll for all the videos and find it. I would use the link because the guy's got quite a lot of videos going on. And that'll just give you an introduction to starting off, building up some confidence improvising. So work through that video first and try some stuff out. Once you've done that, we're ready to actually try and record an improvisation on GarageBand. So again, you're going to set up your 12 bar blues backing track if you can on a different screen. Remember, if you don't have this, it's okay, but it's preferable to do it. Type in on YouTube 12 bar blues backing track and then down to the one by Cliff Smith. Click on it there. We'll probably have some adverts. Yep. So I'll just mute that just now while the adverts are on. Okay, right. So we're going to go into GarageBand now. And I've got a thing set up already with the keyboard, just a wee reminder how to do it. If you need it, start up a new song. Go into keyboard. And click that thermometer kind of red thing, press that, and then press something, it might say scale, or there's the 2 notes for me there, and then change it to the minor blues scale, and then C blues scale, okay? Right, so what we're going to do before we start playing is we're going to make sure that we've got, at the moment we're only recording for 8 bars, that's the default on GarageBand, so I'm going to press that blue square and I'm going to change it to automatic, so it just keeps going, okay, until I stop. I'm also going to press C at the top, the little blue, it's actually a metronome, but a little blue triangle. If I press play, you'll notice that that's just going to keep playing the whole time. Now I don't want that, so I'm going to press that so it goes white, and now all that will happen is when I start recording, I'll get a 1, 2, 3, 4, but then it'll stop clicking, so you can just ignore it from then on. Right, so I'm going to play my backing track in the background, and I'm just going to improvise along, making stuff up as I go. Some of it might sound good, some of it might sound not as good. You've just got to keep trying it and keep recording it until you find something that you're happy with. So I'm going to record my first one here. I'm going to click record, there we go. I'm going to let that start, and then I'm going to start my backing track and I'm going to improvise along. Oh, I need to unmute the backing track, silly me. Okay, so there's one. If you were doing it, you could have a listen back, and then if you don't like it, just press the little kind of looping backward arrow up at the top of the screen on the right, and that'll undo it, and then we can have another go. So let's do it again and see if I can come up with something better. Okay, so that's one recorded there. Let's have a little listen back. I'm not actually sure how that sounds because I can't hear the notes I'm playing. Cool. Okay, so obviously sounds a bit weird because it's not got the backing track in there, but that's fine. So let's just say I've done that a few times and finally come up with something I'm happy with. All you need to do now is send me it. So again, out you go into my songs, and then you're going to select, and then select my song. Oh, actually, silly me, I need to rename it first. So I'm going to click fat fingers. Right. I click on my song too. I'm going to change that to, and you just put your name. So I'll go Mr. Mick, and then just put improv. And then done. And now you want to do select, and then share it. So bottom left, the square with the arrow coming out. Do it as a song, low quality, share, and then use your Outlook to send it to me if you can. Or you can do it on Teams, I suppose, but I think I'd try and do it on Outlook if you can. If you don't come out with Outlook here, well, first of all, you need to make sure you've got the Outlook app installed on your phone. But if you go across to more and press here, it'll have like other stuff you can use. So click on Outlook there and it'll add it to your list. But yeah, I'm going to select Outlook, and then obviously you give it a second to export the song, and then just send it to me on the usual address. So David dot emojis gifs 2 dot McManus at leaf.edin.sch.uk. Okay, send me over those things, guys, and then we're almost finished.